What's the worst birthday gift you ever got? A used DVD of The Notebook after I explicitly told the person that I had no intention of watching it. Bonus, it was my stepmom who gave it to me. From her and my dad's DVD collection, that was in our living room and I could have grabbed it any time to watch. Is there a sub for low-effort gifts? Low-effort gifts. I have been stung by a bee 3 times in my life, and all of them were on my birthday. I was 3, 14, and 25. Have you turned 36 yet? No. Oh my God. You're right. Please give us an update, lol. Expect an update before Christmas 2022. Don't let the bees know where you are. Too late. Don't blow your cover, man. The bee community is counting on you. Grounded because I said that I didn't need to celebrate my birthday and that was too ungrateful of me. My ex-coworker told me with pride that she decided her daughter's birthday was over at 8 o'clock in the evening, then beat her for asking for something, I think it money to play a claw machine. The poor girl was 10 years old. Forgotten. It was either a blessing or a curse, considering my mom forgot until 9 p.m., left me a voicemail telling me happy birthday, and forgot to hang up. Hearing her tell my sister there, I did it. Was interesting. Edit, holy shit guys, woke up to a lot of love this morning. Thank you all 3. A pair of homemade custom pajamas. Only problem was that they weren't made yet. It was just the fabric and a promise to make them for me. I had to give the fabric back and I never got the pajamas. Holy cow, my parents do shit like this. It's so ducking weird. Their ultimate wackadoo move was to give my wife and I a few acres of their property. Nothing legal, just at our wedding they gave us a card that basically said have some land. When the dust settled I asked what they thought we would do with it, they said build a home. I said okay, gonna need legal ownership for like building a house. They said sure, we will get right on that. Then they decide to sell out and retire and never mentioned our wedding gift again. If my mother had land, that sounds like something she would do. Something that requires no effort whatsoever, but it is something she believes is so selfless on her part before ultimately forgetting about it. As someone with the same kind of mom, I learned they don't forget. They ignore it and then gaslight you if you bring it up until you forget or give up. A very obviously used candle. Who was it from? Thos made me laugh for some reason and now I need some details on the shape, color, type, scent of candle. It was this deep red big ass flower shaped candle that looked she bought from the 99-cent store. There wasn't a smell, but glitter all over it. It was from my best friend in high school. She didn't even wrap it. She pulled it out of her backpack and was like, here. Happy birthday. School friend gifts are weird sometimes. In high school one of my friends got me this little red horse statue for my birthday, probably cheap as heck. I had no interest in the physical object itself, but I was really happy that he'd remembered my birthday and bothered to get me something. It didn't matter that I didn't care about horses, the fact that he'd gone to the effort of trying to find something I'd like, even if he didn't hit the mark, meant a lot to me. I thanked him and was in a great mood. He then laughed at me for being so happy about it, and noted that he'd stolen it. But he stole it for you. When I was 8 years old I was growing sunflowers with my mom one summer. My aunt decided to get me some fertilizer for the flowers for my birthday. On my birthday, I unwrapped my present and saw what looked like a tub of vanilla ice cream, but when I opened it, there was literal horse shit. Holy shit. In high school I got really into learning guitar. All I had at the time was a beat-up acoustic. My birthday came around, and a wrapped present, a fairly large box, appeared in my parents' living room. For some reason I became convinced it was an amp. My parents must have gotten me an electric guitar. They didn't. It was a blender. Nothing worse than figuring out exactly what you think you got only for you to be totally wrong. Applies for so many things. Gifts, test scores, color of your newborn, processor in your $1,000 plus phone. I played high school football, American, because my narcissistic and abusive father wanted to live vicariously through me. He framed his old jersey and gave it to me as a birthday present. Like I was supposed to worship him or something. Yeah, I never understood that crap. I'm thinking of putting my kids in martial arts classes so they can handle themselves. But, if they do it for a while and never like it, I'm not gonna force them to keep doing it. An old acquaintance of mine had to play football to keep his parents happy. He absolutely hated everything about it. As soon as he got out of their house, he pretty much exploded into this hedonistic party animal, basically everything his parents despised, and pretty much told them to duck off until he calmed down 4 years later. As soon as he got out of their house, he pretty much exploded into this hedonistic party animal, you don't say. Yeah. It was ducking so out of character. Picture the quietest, sweetest kids, who happens to be really smart, like top 10 in the class, drunk off his ass 247 chasing women with a surprising amount of success. Yeah, his parents sent him to a college known for partying without realizing they'd never let him have any freedom, so he went absolutely over the top. I honestly think it was all of the pen emotions mixed with his first actual taste of freedom. His parents were pissed. God bless him, I hope he's doing well, as I always felt bad for him. Parents are always so surprised when this shit happens, like they didn't shelter the hell out of their kid. My grandparents have been gifting me, and my brother, the same set of 3 vice grips for almost 10 years. Collectively we have 60 vice grips. I don't know if they bought a pallet of them, or where they are coming from. Get a grip, Grandma. I had a friend whose father was famous for doing Christmas shopping at the last minute. One year she complained that she went downstairs on Christmas morning and found, sticking out of her stocking, a spatula. Her birthday was a few days after telling that story, so myself and her friends all decided to get together and get her spatulas for her birthday, as a gag gift. Well, when it was our birthday she retaliated. Which led to a counter-offensive. And soon a new tradition was formed. And guys, I have so many spatulas now. Everything from dollar store cheap plastic, to hand-carved spatulas, a golden spatula, and even a replica of the famous Malaysian fighting spatula. I've got seasonal spatulas. As in, today it's time to pack away the Christmas spatulas and bring out the heart-shaped Valentine's Day ones, followed by the bunny-shaped Easter ones. We've also been passing around this clip from the Weird Al Yankovic movie UHF. Spatula City, we sell spatulas, and that's all. One of those spatulas has to become a family heirloom now. My godfather sent me a birthday card each year which said, he paid $100 to a bank account which I was supposed to get when 16 yo. He then got into alcohol, used all the money and died. This was confusing until the last sentence, when it hit tragic. My grandparents were super low effort, low budget at every birthday. One year they got me a second-hand coloring book from a swap meet. It was almost completely colored in by what appeared to be a 3-year-old with a single green felt pen. Also, I was 18 and they thought it was a good gift because it was Disney related, and I was going to college for animation and design. At that point, just don't get someone a gift. Just say happy birthday. My dad got a tattoo on his chest of his birth sign as a gift to me when I was probably 12. He hyped it up all week like he got me some great gift, like an N64 or something. Haven't talked to the guy in over a decade now, good riddance. On a brighter note, I did get the N64 later that year from my mother. Edit, maybe my dad's true gift was these Reddit awards 20-some years later. A lint remover. I was 12. Amazing. An ex-boyfriend hyped up my birthday gift for days, so I was pumped. On my birthday, he presented me with a small, flat box. Inside was a passport. His passport. That's it. Just his passport. No tickets for a trip, no promises of a trip once we saved up together. He literally just gifted me his passport. I'm still baffled. Edit, since everyone is asking. I accepted the present graciously. It was a gift and that's the polite thing to do. I thought asking about plans for an international trip would be rude. Traveling is expensive. We ate dinner, went home, and the whole thing was pretty much forgotten about as far as I can remember. We broke up years later and this event played no role in it. Hess just a terrible gift giver. He wanted you to use it to open credit cards in his name without telling him. The only real explanation. A brown paper bag with dog crap in it. My brother was a dick. You should have microwaved it and shoved it under his bed.